This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. Founded in 2021 by a group of high school classmates, RScan is looking to expand from 10 employees to over 160 in the next few years, thanks to $1.2 million in conditional tax credits from the IEDC. The South Bend-based company has seen success recently by taking items that are returned to big box stores and selling them to smaller retailers. RScan CEO Rod Baradaran says the new positions will focus on helping the individual retailers RScan sells to, essentially creating its own market.
So we always wanted to find a solution where we could help individuals essentially run their own resale business in order to tackle this problem. It's so massive that we couldn't possibly do it ourselves.
Baradaran says RScan helps cut down on supply chain inefficiencies and waste, since the majority of items that get returned to big chains wind up in the landfill. The recent tidal wave of GLP-1 weight loss drugs may seem like the cure for the nation's obesity epidemic, but the medications are not the magic bullet. That's according to two Eli Lilly and Company veterans who played major roles in bringing the drug maker's type 2 diabetes and weight loss drugs to market. Now they're leading Indianapolis-based startup Adipo Therapeutics to attack obesity from a different angle. With new study results in hand and human trials up next, Adipo believes it will provide a new weapon for the war on obesity.
So I think that combination of great talent coming from big pharma and the expertise at the local university level, and I think bringing those things together to help build the startup community has been tremendous.
Adipo CEO Karen Worster says their drug works by converting energy-storing bad white fat into energy-burning brown fat. Worster says Adipo's working theory is that patients will eventually take multiple drugs, each promoting weight loss in a different way. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage.
Governor Eric Holcomb and the Indiana Department of Transportation broke ground Tuesday on the Indiana portion of the $1.4 billion I-69 Ohio River crossing project. The event marked the beginning of construction on the Evansville approach to the new bridge over the Ohio River. When complete, the project will extend I-69 and connect Evansville with Henderson, Kentucky via a new 4-lane bridge. The Indiana portion involves the construction of approach roadways and bridges in Evansville that will provide all-weather construction access to the Ohio River for work on the main bridge. Last November, INDOT awarded the $202 million contract to ORX Constructors. Corteva Inc. announced Tuesday it has taken a $25 million stake in a North Carolina-based technology startup that uses gene editing technology in food and agriculture. Corteva also said it has formed a joint venture with the startup Pairwise, based in Durham, North Carolina, aimed at increasing crop yield for food, fuel, and fiber production. The joint venture, which will span 5 years, will allow the companies to collaborate on the development of gene-edited products that are more resilient to extreme weather and climate change. Pairwise is a private company founded in 2017, and it uses gene editing across several different crops. It has multiple products in development, including corn, soy, wheat, canola, and blackberries. It was a mixed bag for the Hoosier real estate market in August, as the Indiana Association of Realtors reported a decrease in completed home sales compared to August of last year. The IAR reported 7,060 home closings last month, which is down 6% compared to August of last year. That's also about 4.5% fewer homes sold than in July of this year. However, as mortgage rates continue to fall, sellers saw pending sales move 7% higher than in August of 2023. The IAR reported 7,401 pending sales, most with prices of less than $250,000. Though sales aren't moving in a straight line, the overall housing supply has steadily increased to an average of 13,910 homes available on any given day in August. That's the most in any month since January of 2020, per the IRA. The median home price in Indiana remained flat from July at $265,000. Carlotta Berry, a trailblazing professor of computer engineering at Rolls-Holman, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast hosted by Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.